everybody. Just making some dinner. While I wait for people to join. Okay. Yeah? He's at that interview. So currently making dinner, doing spikeball. Because, I'm a parent myself, so I know what it's like being in the trenches day in, day out. Not great sometimes, and then other times it's fantastic. But it's about times where you need that support from other people who know what it's like. So I'm just waiting to see if anybody else is want to join in. So, making spaghetti bolognese for dinner. It's always a family favourite. They love it. So I've tried that thing where you hide vegetables in the sauce, but they don't like it as much then, and it kind of goes a bit drier, I think. So I try every now and again, but I prefer just the tomato and the mushrooms. It's fair enough. Yeah. And I'm coming now. Right, I'm back. Sorry, they wanted their wee show back on. So let them watch it just while I'm sorting the dinner. So then it keeps them away from all the hot stuff in the kitchen. Safety first. No, that's one thing. So I was going to do a TikTok series about attachment theory and maternal sensitivity and how it's all linked together. Because I'm quite interested in attachment and how a strong, secure attachment can then set a child up for a better future. Because you see in the research, a lot of children that have insecure or disorganized attachment then struggle later on as adults themselves. And it was really interesting to actually read about how much a mother, well, the primary caregiver, it's usually the mother, actually contributes to that attachment bond, and how it all interlinks and plays a role in child development. And I quite like the whole debate about nature versus nurture. How much is actually environmental and what the child is affected by around them and how they like the environment they grow up in, and then how much is actually the genetics. How much does genetics play a role? Is a child's personality predisposed to being a bit more difficult, let's say, temperament wise? Are some children just more predisposed to being a bit more cooperative and therefore easy children? So then therefore the parenting seems easier. It's all up for debate, but I think it's a mix of the two. So it's not even just, be a good parent and, your child will be a great adult then in the future. It's because it's not always the case. As hard as you try, you can't protect them from everything out there in the world as much as you'd love to. But it's trying to find that right balance of being a strong enough parent to be able to set your boundaries, but also giving them the freedom and the autonomy to know and develop what they like and have their voice heard, so that whenever they do get older, they don't shy away from debates, they don't shy away from voicing their opinions on something that maybe they come across something that they don't think is right, and instead of speaking out against it, they would maybe hold back because as a child they were always taught that, no, your parent knows best. The old saying of children are better seen than not heard, So it's just interesting how everybody's different and parenting can affect people differently. Take for example, like myself. I'm very easygoing, very laid back. And I have a triplet sister who, for lack of a better word, has an issue with the way we were raised. But I don't see it that way. We both have very different opinions on what our parenting was like as we grew up. She thinks it was not great, whereas I think it was average, and mum and dad did the best they could at the time, and what's wrong with that? But it just goes to show how personality also plays a role. Sorry, I thought the sun was coming in there. So it's been about 11 minutes now so far. Nobody's came on just yet. But yeah, it's just interesting to see how attachment theory developed over the years, like Bowlby and then Ainsworth with the strange situation test. Though you can only use the strange situation test from like 12 to 18 months. And I think they were looking into developing it for older children, but then again, the attachment kind of develops then from parents and the main caregivers then, because as they go into school, obviously they make wee friendship groups and things. And especially with adolescents, like teenagers, you know, they look to their friendship group more for support from them than from their parents. But if something was to go wrong where they do need a bit more, they do still turn to their parents in the end. You know, so like if you have teenagers, like don't be worrying if it seems like they care more about what their friends say than what you say, because I'm telling you now, in that moment, if they are in a crisis and they need you, they will come to you. Like, you know, don't be worrying that they're going to tell their friends and get stupid advice from their friends and not take your advice, because at the end of the day, you're still a parent. They still care about you. You still care about them, and they will still come to you. Hopefully. So yeah, it's harder for me with teenagers because I haven't got one yet. Like, my son, he's 9, so he's not quite there yet. But you can see he is a lot more influenced by his friends, like things they say, and like, where'd you hear that from? You know, I didn't teach you that. Oh, I heard it from such and such. So all you can do is kind of teach them as best you can, and then hopefully when they're out in the world, they'll remember your lessons and they will apply them to the best of their ability. But you will always be there if needs be. Are you coming in?
What? Those are my toys. You want to play with them?
No garlic. I don't know if we've got garlic in the fridge.
I don't think he's coming back out here.
Oh, I'm live on YouTube. Nobody's on it,
Oh.
but it's still recording it. Say hi.
Hi. What do I get?
You can like look onto your YouTube channel and see if you can find it.
What?
I'm on my YouTube channel.
What's it called? What's your channel called?
I'll find it. Are you on YouTube on this?
No. I'm on my computer.
Oh, right, okay.
YouTube isn't on my phone for some reason.
Oh.
I'll go like it on this.
Why have you not got YouTube? Oh, so I don't put it on.
I tried to download it, but it's not there.
Oh.
Right, so what's your channel called?
Christina, the Positive Parent.
So just Christina, the Positive Parent.
What's she come up?
Capitals.
Capitals it now.
Oh! Please join. It's downloaded, but it's not
Right,
there.
let me see.
Look.
What is it on? Stop it.
Can I have this?
What is it like? I know them.
Kiefer.
He's without his phone. Okay, so we can get YouTube Kids. So I'm currently writing a blog post for attachment theory and maternal sensitivity. Just to give a quick overview for people who aren't in the psychology know how, just about what it is, and to know examples of like how you can use it in your parenting. So it'll be examples like for infants, it would be more responding to them when they cry and things. So it'd be like more of it like gentle parenting and attachment parenting. Yes?
Is it all capitals? Or is it just a Christina with the capital?
Christina's capital, the is capital, positive is capital, and parent is capital. So every first letter is capital.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Jimmy's gonna come on live now with his friends. So yeah, so examples of how to use maternal sensitivity would be like as an infant respond to their cries, whether that's just cuddling, feeding, skin to skin.
Hold
Hold on. Yes.
Oh,
What?
it says that we searched up your channel and then it showed like, and then it said, "Are you doing 2 live streams at once?"
No.
Because it shows that you're live streaming, but it's just saying like a guitar instrumental and then like videos and tips about being a parent.
All right.
Like it says a positive parent with a green heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm live at the minute, so it should come up.
Mom,
Yeah.
I subscribe to you.
Thank you.
I subscribe to you.
Thanks, Kiefer. So I've got somebody on at the minute, but it's not coming up there. That was loud.
Just get my power button.
Right, can you find it?
We find it. We find your channel, but we can't find
but
the
like
live stream.
if you go on, where's my YouTube? I had it up 2 seconds ago.
Parenting Q&A.
Yeah, it's called Parenting Q&A.
Right.
See, look, if you go on to live, like onto my channel, and then live, and then it'll say, go click on that one.
Okay.
Jimmy's trying to find. Oh, somebody on. Is that you, Jimmy? If needs be, you can use the chat box and chat. Just trying to get dinner ready as well. A wee bit so I don't get water on the laptop. Salt the water. Oh, they're off again here where it was. So the sauce is basically done. Just gonna wait for the spaghetti now. So yeah, attachment's kind of my thing at the minute. So it's building those bonds back up again if you're struggling to. So at the minute I'm offering 3 types of services on top of my 30-minute free consultation. So you can have your caregiver session. So it's a one-off session for £25, and that's for the likes of grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends of the family, anybody who isn't the primary carer but you want to support the primary carer. You can get that session. Yes.
Is my YouTube on my phone yet?
I couldn't get your YouTube. I could only get YouTube Kids.
Would I be able to search your thing up?
No, because I tried to and you can't.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know why the actual YouTube's not working. So maybe there's parental locks I'll have to sort out. Did you find it?
No.
No.
Kiefer didn't even search it up.
Oh, because somebody came on.
Really?
But, I mean, they're away again. So I don't know who it was. Thought it was you guys. Anyway. So I'm just in the middle of dinner anyways. So I just thought I'd chat to people, but they're not on yet. But that records, so you can watch it back.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so I'm telling them stuff anyway, just in case. Hi.
Hi.
You might. So I was talking about like attachment and how having a strong bond with your kid can be very beneficial. What do you think about that?
I don't know.
Do you think it's important to have a good relationship with your mum and dad?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm not his dad. I'm not nothing.
Yeah, so there you go. Strong bond. Me and him.
I grew taller.
Yeah, you're nearly just as tall as me. I think you did hit a growth spurt the other day. Remember whenever you were eating and eating and eating?
Yeah.
Yeah, you must have done.
Oh, so many.
I know. Tell me about it. So, yeah, I'm just really interested in the nature versus nurture debate and what we can do as parents to make everything as easy as possible for our kids and help them build resilience. Because we all know building resilience is a good protective factor against childhood adversity. And not every child naturally has the ability to build resilience. So it's up to us as parents to facilitate that in any way that we can. But I suppose that applies to any any adult that has a trust bond with the child. So like you could be to the primary school teacher, or a grandparent, or an aunt, or an uncle. Which actually, in saying that, going back to my sessions, and we have the caregiver one that I was already telling you about. So that's a bit cheaper than the other sessions, just because it is for a caregiver one, so it's not as expensive. And then we also have the family session, so that would be like £200 in total. So that can potentially include your child in that session as well, if it's age appropriate and they're old enough. So I'm thinking more like teenagers. And everybody can have their say in the session, so it's not necessarily working alongside the child, you're working with them to hear their opinion on what is going on, what their issue is, and what they think we could do to help the situation. I think it's very important for children as they get older to have their voice heard. So there's that. So that would be £200, but that's over a 4-week period. Once a week, one session a week, over 4 weeks. So that works out to be £50 a session. And you pay that upfront, of course, for then the 4 weeks. And then if you feel like you need any more sessions after that, you can book it on a one-to-one basis, so as and when. And speaking of that, we do have one-to-one session availability, and that comes in at £75 a session. So that's just if you know what you need to work on as a parent, whether that's sleep training, toileting issues, behaviour management, anything like that, routines are especially my favourite. Then we can work on a one-to-one session, one-off, and once you then decide, like, right, that's okay, we're seeing changes now, then we can stop. You're not subjected to a set length of time. You know, you can page go, and if you're starting to see changes within the first 2, then you can call it quits and be okay. So I think it's more value for money, that session. Again, some people like the family session because then you can, like I said, include your child in it as well. The one-to-one sessions would mainly just be myself and the parent or parents. Same with the caregiver session. I also offer a 30-minute free consultation. So if you're not entirely sure which package is the best for you, we can always just have a chat and figure it out that way, depending on what the issues are, what your needs are, what your child's needs are. Then we can sort it that way. So if you visit www.thepositiveparent.co.uk, you will see at the top there is an option to call me directly, where I can book you in for a session, or there's also a section where you can book your one-off session, or if you enter your email and subscribe, then I can give you an exclusive discount to the sessions. So that would be, each session then would be half price off your, half price, 20%. I think the sessions are different. I've got it set up. It's not 50% off the first session. I think that only works for the family one. But yes, enter your email, you get an exclusive discount. I can email that to you, so you can quote that then when you're booking in your session, and you'll get money off. And that will be very helpful for everybody, because I know times are hard at the minute. There is also the chance to have a look at the new book that I brought out, my wee ebook. So you can use that alongside your sessions, so that gives you an insight into what the sessions may be covering. So it's behaviour management, it's working with a positive mindset, emotional regulation for yourself and for your child. Because it's not going to work if your emotions are all over the place and you're trying to expect your child to understand how to calm down. It's not going to happen. So that's all included as well. So you can go, there's a link on my site to my Etsy shop where you can then buy and download your own copy of the book. Now, it's not lots of pages, so don't worry, it's not reams and reams and reams of stuff that you have to read. It's a very quick beginner's guide almost to positive parenting. And I believe that's available for $2.99, which isn't bad, I'd say, for helping on your parenting journey. So now it's coming up to, that's about half an hour mark there. So I will have to go and get dinner sorted and finished here for the kids. But if any of you want to get a hold of me, you can find me at christina@thepositiveparent.co.uk or on my website www.thepositiveparent.co.uk. So thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Bye.